Notary friends, it's your favorite purple haired notary here, and we're back for another video. And on this one I want to discuss why you guys are losing jobs by not having like your pricing down. So a little backstory here. I called a few notaries. I called it my man on fire apostille authentication deal, right? So a previous client called me, I've done apostilles for them, and in this situation they needed a Hague country and a non-Hague. So I needed two different documents going to two different countries, and that means I needed to have other notaries involved from different states. One, this is side note, answer your phones. Like, this is another reason why notaries are losing jobs, because you're not answering your phone. I don't always answer my phone, but I will text back. So if I'll see because I'm in an appointment, I'm on another call, I would immediately text back whoever's calling me and say, hey, like, I'm in an appointment, I'm on a call with another client, how can I help you? Because I understand we can't always answer the phone or just call back. Sometimes they still need you, and if they don't, whatever. It's okay. It happens. But notaries aren't answering the phone. So that's another reason why notaries are losing jobs. The second reason, or the point of this video, is not having your pricing down. Like, I think that as entrepreneurs, like in general, we overthink. We have this scarcity mindset. Oh my God, if I charge too much, nobody's gonna use me, blah, 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 blah. Like, I have to offer my services at a discount, which I do see, right? People start at a low price, which is fine if you want to build your database, build your confidence, start out for the low. I feel like there's no problem with that. I started out for the low, but I've always had a price at hand. So again, pivoting back to my point of this video, you need to have a price in mind. So I had to call notaries, right? Some of them weren't answering the phones. And then if I did get a notary on the line, this is what I need, right? Gave them the scope of the job. And I'm pretty organized, so I've already called all the places. I know how much everything costs for each state that I sent it to, each place that this document has to go for authentication. I've already called them. I've already figured it out, right? If I can do it myself, I would do it. So I already know what needs to happen. I already know the scope of work. What are you charging? So I give you the scope of work. I don't need you to notarize anything. I need you to be a courier. Take these documents to the SOS. Take these documents to the Department of State. Take these documents to the embassy, right? Essentially, everyone had to do the same job for me, which was take it to these locations. Every notary had a different price, the ones that had one. But again, this video is about the notaries who weren't ready. They weren't ready for the opportunity, but not having anything. I've had notaries tell me, okay, right, they're taking down what I need. Okay, all right. And I'm waiting for the rate, and I'll call you back. Is it okay if I call you back? Sure. And I remember like being that person in the beginning of, let me call you back real quick. Maybe I need to add something up, which is why I don't go with the mileage concept. But if you are, I'd rather someone go, my fee or my rate is $75 plus $1 per mile. Right? Mind you, I've looked it up. So if somebody told me that and they said, let me call you back because they need to add up the mile, I can go on my end and add it up too, because I've already seen where these notaries are located in terms of their zip codes. So most people are putting their home address. That's a whole other story. But I can already see where they're located and to the embassies that they need to go. So I already have an idea of how far most of these notaries are traveling. Most of them did not travel over 20 minutes. Because again, I already did my research before I picked up the phone and called that notary. And I got no calls back. And then when I did, and not that I was waiting for the notary, that time that notary said, I will call you back, because they couldn't figure out their pricing or whatever the case may be. They wanted to do this, that, and the third. I already found another notary, someone who knew their pricing. This is my price for both documents. And I obviously paid for the fees of whether it's the SOS, the DOS, or the embassy. I gave them, right, like some of them included that in their fees and then others did not. But because I knew what those fees were, obviously I paid them the additional for how much the documents cost. So I've had several notaries across this month alone, and I paid everybody. I didn't come in lowballing anybody. I'm gonna pay you $25 to do this because there was no notarizations, there's no printing, da 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 da. I didn't do any of that because I'm a notary. Whatever that price was, whatever that rate was, I paid the notary every single time. Like, there was no bartering. Their price was their price, and I paid it. So don't have your price something, like, even if you're gonna do like the mileage thing or whatever the case may be, or have a price and say, I need to call, you know, the embassy and see how much those documents cost, but my base rate is gonna be $75 and $1 additional after this mile. So if it's, you know, this is how much it would be approximately, and I would have taken that plus whatever the embassy or the DOS or the SOS is charging. I would have definitely taken that versus, oh, let me call you back. You lost business for me, fam. You lost business, and I pay really, really well. Doing this, I spent on notaries, shipping. Yeah, on notaries and paying for shipping to each person, right? I gave them the label, took it to them. I spent like $600. I believe I spent $600 paying notaries and shipping and all of that jazz. So again, my whole point of this video is to know your price, have it. And if you, for whatever reason, you do a job, I've done it. We've all done it. We've all done a job where we're like, I didn't charge enough. I didn't charge enough, or I don't even think that is that much work that, you know, the price needs to be higher. Excuse me? The time that I took to find different notaries and, you know, schedule them, pay them, trust them, get them shipping labels. Because right now I'm just a one-woman show. No, I don't have an admin sending you a label. I don't have an admin communicating with you, checking up. It's all me. So yeah, I deserve to get paid for that. They did their end, and I'm doing my end by coordinating with them and making sure that my clients' documents are Gucci. So don't think that, oh, like, I'm gonna charge like 2 cents for this because it's not that much work, or I wasn't the one physically going anywhere or doing anything, but I was the one coordinating and having everything in place. The client didn't have that. I had that. I had the connections, and I made it happen for them. So that work deserves to be paid for. A lot of people don't have the time to do any of these things while working a full-time job, while being moms, right? These people who are paying you for your service don't have time to do that. And that is where the convenience and the pay and the money like comes into play. So please make sure that you have your prices on deck. Again, even if you shorted yourself the first time, you know that you got it in the bag the next time it comes around. You'll just do better. It was a learning experience. Okay, so what? You shorted yourself or you overpriced yourself. Try again, meet somewhere in the middle, but don't be, okay, I'll call you back. No, don't do that. Make sure you have something to give to your clients, to these leads, these people who are calling you, so that you don't lose business. All right. Like, if you have any questions, please ask me down in the, comments. Let me know if you have any questions, thoughts, concerns, any of that jazz. Please like, subscribe, and share with a notary friend.